McCartney and Harrison later apologized to the Maharishi. Many more people today remember Lennon's accusations than the apologies. The bottom line, as each of his bandmates have noted, was that Lennon had better things to do. It is easy to imagine how difficult it must have been for him to break with the Maharishi, who had helped him considerably. But this was just one part of a huge transition in his life. He composed a tacky little song to commemorate the moment. Sexy Sadie is an indictment of the guru he had been so beholden to. The deflecting title came at Harrison's request, replacing the original title, Maharishi. The triumphant quality in this song should not be missed. It is as if Lennon's fragile ego has realized that it cannot possibly defend itself against the potency of these teachings and practices. Sexy Sadie confirmed that this was now past. He was free to turn his back on meditation and embrace his new lover, avant-garde conceptual art, and heroin. The White Album. The retreat was so creatively fertile that it required a double LP. In place of the elaborate fantasy of Pepper's album cover, there is just a white cover designed by the artist Richard Hamilton with the name of the group faintly embossed. The album has been described as a postmodern statement. This is the kind of grandiose analysis that made the Beatles chuckle, a fancy way to grapple with the lack of a unifying concept and the sprawling diversity. For the first time they include fragments, a postmodern specialty. The range of Pepper's collage is matched and doubled. Lennon's taste for satire is echoed by Harrison. McCartney offers warm ballads, fun-loving narratives, and hard rock. Lennon embraces full frontal avant-gardism and raw blues. Vaudeville, lullaby, doo-wop, swing, blues, a nature anthem, old-fashioned rock and roll, cutting-edge heavy metal, and country all mix it up. Humor is everywhere in the music and in the lyrics, ironic, punning, childlike, coy, raucous, silly, slapstick, sly, playful, and over the top. Both John and I had a great love for music hall, what the Americans call vaudeville, explained McCartney. Musical parodies, Beach Boys, Dylan, Donovan, Tiny Tim, The Who, etc., go in more directions than one can count. All of the past is available for play in the present, and nothing gains dominant traction. The postmodern array, if one wishes to call it that, is stunning, but for me what stands out are the reflective songs that represent Rishikesh most directly, with its communal synergy of acoustic guitars, meditation, and relaxed sociability. Dear Prudence, While My Guitar Gently Weeps, Blackbird, I Will, Julia, Mother Nature's Son, Long, 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 Revolution 1, Cry Baby Cry, and Good Night. No more soft music for soft people, declared Lennon as Pepper was incubating, but Rishikesh and the Maharishi changed his mind. These songs are tender, contemplative, and full of heart. They have nothing to do with postmodern cynicism and everything to do with the very best of the countercultural 1960s. They define the soulful center of the album. Blackbird is another example, Eleanor Rigby, And Your Bird Can Sing, Penny Lane, of McCartney discovering inspiration in classical music from the Baroque period. He cited a bourrée by Johann Sebastian Bach as an influence on this song. The connection has to do with the richness of independent lines, though the impact from an etude by Fernando Sor seems more direct. Blackbird ranks among McCartney's best work. It is heartfelt, but impersonal when compared with Julia, Lennon's startling step into publicly exposed vulnerability. Lennon builds his lyric around a couple of Khalil Gibran's aphorisms and presents it with soul-bearing tenderness. Lennon instructed Martin to arrange his lullaby Good Night, composed for his son Julian, with over-the-top camp, but Martin wisely ignored him. Here is a wonderful exception to the Beatles' allergy to straightforward sentimentality. Starr's unpretentious persona makes it work. Engineer Jeff Emmerich remembered the other three standing behind him as he worked to get the vocal right, urging him on in four-headed monster fashion. No other Beatles album ends like this. While My Guitar Gently Weeps helps focus the album's contemplative side.